Hello and welcome back to another video in the Lego room. Today I'm going to do a video about the top sets that I'll be looking to invest in from Lego Harry Potter that are retiring at the end of 2024. A couple of weeks ago I released the Lego Harry Potter retirement list for 2024, and I sort of touched on a couple of sets that I might be looking to invest in, and maybe one or two that I potentially wouldn't be looking to invest in, but I'm going to dive into that a little bit today. And I will start this with a disclaimer, which is of course that investment is a risk, it's a gamble. There's no guarantee that what I'm about to say will come to fruition. This is just basically years of sort of me buying and selling Lego on the second-hand market, and what I think sets will potentially be worth in the future. There's no guarantee that this will definitely happen. It's opinions with a bit of facts and research put in there. Please do your own due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. And with that said, let's dive right into it. Starting with an omission from the previous video, which is that we are going to have 3 sets of BrickHeadz retiring. I didn't cover these in the previous video, and for some reason it just slipped my mind when I had the list of sets in front of me, but there will be 3 BrickHeadz retiring as well, which is the 40616, 40617 and 40618 BrickHeadz set. That's Harry and Cho, Draco and Cedric, and Kingsley and Tonks as well. Now, normally I wouldn't say particularly go out and invest in BrickHeadz. I don't think it's a particularly guaranteed investment, and that's just from myself personally. I think the only BrickHead that I have bought for investment was the Chinese New Year Mickey Mouse. It just seemed like the kind of thing that would definitely appreciate in value over the course of time, and it probably won't appreciate by loads, to be totally honest. That being said, there have been incidents where BrickHeadz have increased in value, so it is something to potentially look at. And of those 3 sets, I would definitely say the Kingsley Shacklebolt and the Tonks set is the most obscure, which probably means it's the most likely to appreciate in value. You're going to get a Harry BrickHead every other year in different sets. We saw one this year in the Prisoner of Azkaban set. So I think the Kingsley and Tonks one is probably the kind of set that you would be looking at if you wanted to get one of these as an investment piece. With that being said, maybe potentially wait until it gets to the near Christmas time, or even after Christmas. If they are still on shelves, they will probably go into the sale, and they probably won't be $17.99 in the UK. They'll probably be on sale down to about $12.99. That's potentially the time to get them. On to the sets that we did cover last week, and starting with one that I openly said that I'd be looking to grab, which is the 76420 Triwizard Tournament set. Now, I had this set in 2005, the original set, and this set currently is going for £40 here in the UK. It's been as low as £30 with certain retailers, and at the point of recording this video, it's £30 with a couple of online retailers here in the UK. That is definitely the price that I'd be looking to get it for, and if you can get it nearer the £25 mark when it gets to the festive season and including Black Friday, I would say that that is very much the price point to grab it for. I personally want one because I don't actually have one on my shelf that you can see behind me, and I'm definitely looking to grab one for the shelf, but I'm also looking to grab one as an investment piece further down the line. One set that I do have that you can't actually see in shot at the moment because it is in my Hogsmeade style Prisoner of Azkaban mock is the 76407 Shrieking Shack and Whomping Willow. This set is £80 here in the UK. It's been as low as £60 with certain retailers, and I think it is still £60 on Amazon at the moment. This is a great set. If you don't have it generally, I think it's a fantastic set, but I think as an investment piece, it will definitely increase in value. The building, it just looks fantastic. It's iconic. Will they potentially remake it? They might further down the line, but I think it's definitely one that will increase in value in the next sort of 2 to 5 years. I'd certainly be expecting to see this set go well over the £100 and £120 mark. The next setup is the 76389 Chamber of Secrets. Now, this set was originally came out in the early 2000s, and that set has actually quadrupled in price, and it is quadrupled in price including the inflation between the early 2000s and 2004. So with that in mind, I don't know if this set would quadruple in price over the next 20 years, but it's certainly a possibility, and I certainly think it will increase in price over the next 2 to 5 years on the secondary market. It's £130. It's got a ton of minifigures in there, including one of the 20-year anniversary figures as well. It's £130. If you can get it for anywhere under the £100 or the £90 mark, I think it's a fantastic investment piece, and I can see it at least hitting the £150 mark by this time next year. The final setup is the 76415 Battle of Hogwarts. Now this is the scene between Harry and Voldemort, and you get the wands connecting in there, the Priory and Cantartan moment, along with the Bellatrix and a couple of other characters in there. This is an iconic scene, and I think one that will appreciate in value over the course of time. It's £75 here in the UK. It's been as low as £55. If you can get it around the £50 mark, I think you're getting a fantastic set, because I can see this being a £100 set by this time next year. And that set is actually one that I think would be one of the very few Harry Potter sets that would make a fantastic diorama piece in the future. Should LEGO Harry Potter decide to go down the diorama route, I think that is one that would look fantastic. It's one for adult collectors. It's one for people who want to display these type of things. And I think that that's the really obvious scene. Another one is potentially the graveyard scene, where they have the same sort of duel a bit earlier on. I think these are the kind of things that Harry Potter could potentially look to do as diorama sets in the future. But enough about that. That is potentially another video for another time. I had another question about the Hogwarts Express, the D2C Collector's Edition Hogwarts Express last time. I don't think this is a really good investment piece. I don't think it's a great investment piece at all. But like I said in the previous video, if you can get it for sub 50% off, in the 60-70% off mark, then I do think it will retain its original RRP, which would in turn make it a good investment piece. I think that is a rule of thumb across almost all LEGO, is that if you can get it for the 60-70% off mark, and then eventually further down the line sell it for retail value, you will almost certainly get the retail value for it further down the line. So in that sense, it would be a good investment set. But as a £430 set, it's not one I'll be picking up. I really do not see the value in doing that. It hasn't sold particularly well, and usually with sets that you see that don't sell particularly well like that, they're not usually sets that you see with a hugely inflated price on the secondary market further down the line. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. It is sincerely appreciated. Make sure you're following or subscribed so you don't miss any of the LEGO Harry Potter goodness that'll be coming on the channel in the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. There is plenty coming in this LEGO space, so make sure you are following or subscribed. Until the very next video, I hope you have a wonderful and a nerdy week, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care.